Again, just saying hell isn't a physical place, it's eternal separation from God. So it's just like a state of being?
Believe it or not, I'm actually going to agree with him on questioning this thinking. Nowhere in the Bible does it actually say it's a separation from God. That is an assumption that has become popular, kind of like a pre-trib rapture. If you're talking about the temporary place that we call hell or Hades or Sheol, that gets emptied out into the lake of fire, and that's forever. But that lake of fire, that's not away from God. That's directly in the presence of the Lamb and the holy ones. It's in heaven. So technically, you could say everyone goes to heaven, but some of us get resurrected to life while others, eternal death.
So you're saying when like Christians say that we're gonna go there and suffer eternally, it's just like a state?
Now, the Bible makes it pretty clear that it's literal fire of some kind. Now, you will be physically resurrected. Jesus specifically says there are two resurrections. So your resurrection unto death will be physical. That's why I have no problem believing it's literal fire. People like to make it into a metaphor, but it's literally referred to as smoke and fire so many times that I just cannot agree with the metaphor concept.
I mean, I've been separate from God my entire life, and it's not perfect. Things could be better, but things could be way worse.
Oh, my friend, you have no idea how much worse they could be. So yeah, you mentally have been separated from God, but yet not. You still are making content in reference to him. You're not separated from him. You're making money off of him by denying him. And you're still reaping the benefits of his creating you. You're breathing. You are able to relax. You are able to play a video game and enjoy life. You're not going to get that in eternity.
But if this is truly what it's like for God to choose to be separate from me, it's not that bad, and I think I could probably handle it for eternity.
Which is a good reason for Christians to stop saying that it's a separation from God, because that's not what it is. You are separated from his blessings. You are separated from the beauty of his presence. It's not going to be a fun time for you, but it is eternal. And for those of you who want to talk about annihilation, go read Revelation 14. It says the smoke of their torment goes up day and night forever. Not just smoke.
I mean, it's a long time, but if I have to exist for eternity, then I guess existing without an evil God would be a plus.
And now you know the danger of just teaching that it's a separation. You've literally taken away any consequences of him looking at his sin saying, maybe I shouldn't. Now, yes, that should not be your primary motivator. Your motivator should be gratitude that God is saving you, and so clearly he's not there. But still, you're giving him every reason to deny the truth. Just like Kirk Cameron recently in going towards annihilation, he's taking away any reason why atheists would have to change their lives and want to be saved, because they can live their life however they want now, and then, well, I guess it might hurt for a bit, but then it'll be over, so I can do what I want. That's the problem when you deny what Scripture says in order to placate your philosophies.
I just always find it confusing when Christians say that it's a punishment, or that it's my choice to be separate from God, but it's not something I've ever chosen.
Now, this is the point where I can correct him. He even acknowledges that he has genuinely looked into this before, that he was a quote-unquote Christian. And if that's the case, then your turning to atheism is a rejection. There's no other way to classify that.
I can't choose to force God to be in my life. That choice is up to him.
Exactly, and he's given you everything you need to make that choice. He's given you Jesus, who died on the cross for sins. He's given you the message, we call it the Bible, and he's given you the time you need. You're still alive.
I'm the one that spent years of my life pursuing him just to get no answer.
Well, James would say you have not because you ask not, and when you do ask, you ask amiss. If God did not give you the answer you wanted, that doesn't mean he gave you no answer. It just meant either you were asking for the wrong motivations or you were asking for the wrong thing. Do you want to know that God exists so that you can be saved for eternity? Or are you just challenging him to prove your pride wrong? God doesn't owe you anything.
Whenever he's ready to stop hiding, he can. It's also funny because the video I just previously posted is a Christian that said that hell is something completely different.
How about that? We disagree on things just like atheists and everybody else in the world. Just because we share a title doesn't mean we all agree on something. That's why I stay biblically based. You need to know when it's a metaphor and when it's not. Fire is talked about way too many times for it to every time be a metaphor.
Because even the most crucial, basic parts of their religion, they can't agree on.
Have you looked in the mirror? Or should we just say that the philosophies of Mao Zedong and Stalin represents all atheists?
Because when it comes to coming up with these concepts that don't even exist, you can just make anything up and no one can prove you wrong.
You could do that, but there are lots of people to prove you wrong if you put it out there publicly. That's why a lot of people who are on here really shouldn't be teachers.